Hello everyone, Matthew Benz from the United States Weather Center. I'm here to look at a long-range update. Basically what we're doing today is we're looking into December using the Bering Sea method and an atmospheric angular momentum. So for on the first slide, so the atmospheric angular momentum basically is going down into negative. It was in a positive state, which this caused a ridge in the west and caused a nice little trough in the east. But as you see, it's going back down to negative state here. And what this means, this is going back into La Nina state. Now, when we were in a positive state of the AAM, this is basically a El Nino state. But as we go back to the negative state, this is going to cause atmosphere to kind of go into the angular momentum, cause the jet stream kind of to do that angular momentum kind of thing it wants to do here. And basically, this is what the pattern looks like during a negative AAM during December. You get a nice big trough up here in the western CONUS, and you got also a little ridge starting to develop here in the east. Now, I'm going to go over the storm track in a little bit. What this means now is storms are going to have a tendency to dig down here down to the southwest and then eject out east, northeast. And with this ridge here, this gives your storm track more of a northeaster look. So people in the white here in the middle central United States, I mean, this could be a pretty active storm track for you guys heading into basically from the 5th onward in December. And this is the Bering Sea pattern for the United States. As you can see, yeah, look, it's the same exact thing here. And this is valid from December 10th to the 17th here. You see, you got your trough in the west. I don't think this bridge is going to be as strong as it's shown here, but this is just a general signal here. You got your trough in the west, and you got your ridge in the east. Now, this again causes an active pattern here in the middle of the United States. Could be some big snowstorms in here, so we're gonna have to watch out and see what happens with that as well. I mean, it looks like a pretty active pattern here across the central and midwestern United States. Maybe some ice issues down in the southeast. But again, this is a nice signal for some winter storm potential here as we head into December. And this is what the temperature and precipitation looks like during a negative AAM December. Basically, you have your cold anomalies here in the north and your warmth here in the southeast of that ridge. And also, the reason there's also a lot of warmth here is of your active storm track here. You can see there's active storm track across here, across the middle of across the Ohio Valley. I'll show you the storm track in a minute, but why there's so much warmth here is because it's induced warmth. Storms pick up warmth from the Gulf of Mexico and bring them here. And on the backside of that, you see your cold here. You're going to have your cold behind that storm track and behind the north lows here. You're going to have north of your lows, you're going to have your storm. Winter storm potential with a lot of snow on the backside of that. So I don't know. December is looking like a mixed signal for me right now. I mean, not all December is going to be like this, but I think most December. I think beginning of December is still going to have a trough here in the east, but I think as we transition into mid to late December, this is what it looks like to be. And yeah, this is your storm track during December. As you can see, I show here. Here's your trough digging in and ejecting out to the northeast. And what I showed here over here was the Gulf of Mexico. This is your storm track. So your storm is going to feed up the warmth here from the Gulf of Mexico. And behind it, again, the Arctic air filling in down to the south. I'll show you my snowfall jackpot in just a minute. But this is a very favorable storm track for some big winter storms here in the central U.S. Not really the east. Basically, just the central United States has a good chance for seeing maybe some pretty hefty snowstorms. And with this storm track, again, I'm favoring with the Bering Sea method and also the AAM. It's getting more, up there. The potential and the thinking of this, it's with more of kind of more things starting to agree with this. This could be a pretty intense storm track here. Also, it might not be as warm as this anomaly show here because of the descending QBO and low thermal minimum, basically kind of suppressing that ridge. But that is actually going to help. Now, why is this going to help? Well, basically, last year when we had the storm track in January, the southeast ridge, it was really strong, as everyone knows. And so we were forecasting snow in the European 7 days out. What happened was the southeast ridge pumped up too much warmth here to the central United States, and what that happened, it got us an ice storm instead of a winter storm. And the ice storm produced 1 to 2 inches of ice here, and that honestly could have been 10 inches of snow if the southeast ridge wasn't that strong. Right now, it looks like the southeast ridge is going to be suppressed, and this is going to support, again, a lot of Arctic air coming down to the central United States, and maybe some ice storms here across the Ohio Valley. Just going to watch out and see what happens with that. So here's your snowfall jackpot for December. Again, the purple is basically your jackpot. This is my jackpot right here from Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, and some Missouri here and northeastward. This is your jackpot for some snow. Again, I do think ice storms could happen here, where the jet stream is basically really close. This is your potential ice storms could be from Oklahoma up to southern Missouri, up to Indiana, to Kentucky, up in that area up here. But I do think the Northeast, not a good look for snow lovers if you're in the Northeast and you want some snow. But I think you could get some snow early December. But as this pattern kind of transitions, I think there's more winter storm snow here in the central United States. And also, okay, using the Bering Sea method. Now, what I wanted to do today was show you guys how to forecast without using the forecast models. Okay, today was basically a learning tool. So what I'm trying to say is don't look at the models to predict what's going to happen 10 to 15 days out. No. What you need to look at is using outside-the-box methods, okay? Using the atmospheric events and using the Bering Sea method here to predict what honestly could be happening 20 to 25 days out. And that's what I'm using right now. Basically, the Bering Sea method, what happens in the North Pacific here happens downstream here in the United States. Lots of jet stream. It does some pretty crazy storms here in the United States. First thing I want to look at is this right here. You can see your slight ridging here across the southeastern United States with a trough here in the west and ejecting out. And you can see these are your isobars. This is your millibars. So what happens here is you can see this ejects out. You can see all these millibars pointing over here. This is telling me that these storm systems, they eject out southwest. When they go from the southwest, they eject out northeast because of these lines. Okay, and this storm will be around December 10th. December 10th is could be a day to watch here. Around between the December 10th and the 12th, this is a time to watch. Is this storm system ejects out into the plains. Another storm system maybe around December 17th with this big storm system here across the Bering Sea. Now, this is a big one. I mean, this could be a pretty big winter storm if everything turns right, if everything goes right in this weather forecasting video. It could be a pretty hefty storm. So we're going to have to watch out for that. So potential storm dates December 10th and December 17th for maybe some winter storms here across the plains. So white Christmas chances are increasing for the area I circled that have the best potential for big winter storms. That's the area where I think that could have a white Christmas, even could have a storm on Christmas. We'll have to watch out for that as well. But like I said, those are the areas I think have the best chance for white Christmas as I see it right now. And everyone, thanks for watching this long range updates. This is gonna be my last long range update of the week, as I have Thanksgiving holidays to attend to. And from everyone here at the United States Weather Center, have a happy Thanksgiving. I hope, have a fun and enjoyable Thanksgiving. Hopefully everyone enjoys your Thanksgiving. Have fun watching football. I definitely will. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.